Hello you gorgeous people of the interwebs, I'm Gwenny and I love luxury in all its glorious forms. I hope you're having a fantabby-dozy day, and today I would like to share with you what's in here. My luxury and contemporary costume jewellery. Now, as we all know, we are living in some very strange times indeed, and I thought, to lighten the mood a little bit, it might be a bit fun to get a bit dressed up. So I've popped on my favourite cocktail dress, my go-to lippy. This is definitely my favourite signature colour. Mwah. The lippy was a gift from one of my best friends, and I absolutely adore it. Day to day, I'll wear like a lip balm or something like that, but when I go out for the night or when I go to a big event, I rock out the electric pinky blue purpley colour, and I absolutely love it. Right, before we crack on with the video, I really enjoy making these videos for you. It has been quite hard to get the motivation up to do these things, but actually it's given me a really good focus and use of my time while we're all cooped up and stuck at home. So I really hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please do give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, ring my bell, do your thing, and yeah, let's keep this thing going, this little relationship we're building. I like it a lot. So if you've watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that I'm not really a costume jewellery kind of person. I like to put jewellery on and leave it on. I am completely naked right now, apart from my wedding band, and I've got to say, it feels weird. It feels really weird, but I wanted to go naked today so I could model. And for me, costume jewellery isn't everyday jewellery. For a lot of people it is. They like to change things up every single day. For me, that's not really my thing. I haven't included anything sort of fast fashion-y in this little collection, mostly because I don't have much that falls into that category, but I do think it can be a great way to try out a few styles before going and throwing down some big bucks on some contemporary brands, or especially any luxury brands. As an example, I really quite like the look of having lots of little rings on each finger, just tiny little thin bands. So I picked up a set of 5 or 6 from my local New Look a few months ago to try them out and see what I thought. I like the effect. The rings themselves didn't last very long at all, but it has made me think, actually yes, maybe I would like to invest a little bit of money and get some very simple little gold bands or something like that. Anyway, you want to see what I have got in my collection, not what I'm thinking about, don't you? I've got everything in here, and I've got to mention this little beastie as well. This is the Louis Vuitton packing cube in size MM or medium, I think it's called on the website. It's also known as the Cube d'Arrangement. And I use this quite a bit at home just to chuck a few things in on my bedside table. But this really comes into its own for travelling. I'll chuck loads of bits and pieces, cables and stuff like that, pack it all in here, chuck it in my hand luggage, including any jewellery and what have you. Anything I don't want to put in my check-in luggage. And also discovered that this is the perfect size for most hotel safes. So instead of chucking everything in there separately, pop it all in here, flap the lid down, pop it in there, so anytime you want to go in and get something, you take the whole thing out, and it's so easy. It's much easier than rooting around going, where is it? Where is it? I can't find it, I can't find it. Anyway, what have I got in here? I wasn't really sure where to start here, so I'm going to try and go with the old favourite, chronological, and see how we get on. This is one of my first costume jewellery pieces. And I love butterflies, so I chose this little butterfly. This is from Swarovski. It is super cute. I haven't worn it in years. I ended up sort of wearing it as a little zip charm for a bit, but I always liked the sort of waxy leather thong that it came on, and it's really cute. Next up is this piece, also from Swarovski. It's a really heavy chain choker with a green Swarovski crystal, and I wore this a huge amount in the 90s, absolutely loved it. My neck was a little bit slimmer then, but I pretty much wore this every time I went out. What do you think? Now, I'm not really that bothered about what's in fashion and what's not in fashion. Next up are a couple of pieces I bought on a trip to New York in 2006. So it's this Elisa, I can't remember the name, I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen. Elisa Pereira, Tiffany heart, open hearts, and a chunky ring which has a little bit of a wave dip to it. Wore these all the time. I know these aren't strictly speaking costume jewellery, but they're kind of, almost bridge that contemporary luxury gap for me. I honestly thought I would have these forever. The chain's a bit too short for me now, but the ring still fits. I was thinking about selling these, but maybe if I just get a longer chain. Oh, isn't it nice when you rediscover things? Next up is another piece of silver. I would still call this costume jewellery though, and it is this friendship bracelet from Links of London, and it is made up of teeny tiny skulls. It could do with a cling, so I need to get on that. But this was probably the first jewellery piece that my husband bought for me. Wore it all the time. The colour of the band is right up my street. Look at that. If you watched my entire luxury handbag collection video, which I will link to, you will know that I went on a bit of a Mulberry trip in circa 2011, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15. Included in that era is this beautiful Pretendy gold coloured metal bunny and rose necklace. This is quite a long necklace. I can just pop it straight on, there you go. Da, da, da. So it's quite long, even on me with my chubby neck. And I wore it quite a bit, but because I feel naked without a necklace on permanently, I find that I just don't wear it that often, which is a real shame because it is a very, very gorgeous piece. Next piece I want to show you is this bangle by Whistles, and it's kind of like a cloudy leopard design. Really, really like this. It's a great cuff. It has 3 different size options. I always have it on the middle one when I'm wearing it, and it's a fantastic piece. It does kind of rock up an outfit. I need to wear more of these things. You know, I need to get into that mixing things up, changing things around a little bit. It's so much fun. Probably around about the same sort of time I bought myself these lovely hanging Biba earrings. Just gold tone metal with a sort of black pretendy onyx or something stone in the middle. They're very, very cool. I like them a lot. I've worn them a few times, not particularly recently, but oh yeah, they actually feel really nice. Oh, look at that. Don't I feel fancy? They go particularly well with this, which is a Swarovski black stone ring when the stone goes all the way around. I love this ring. This is, if I want something that's going to give a big impact to my outfit or something, I chuck this on and I'm like, yeah, you know I'm cool. You know I'm cool. Yeah. Is anyone else gonna start like just dressing up in all their fancy stuff to walk around the house while we're in lockdown? I'm going to keep this ring on because I want to show you what it looks like with one of my favourite pieces. Oh, it's a little bit tarnished now, so I need to try and give this a clean. I found this beauty in Harvey Nichols in Bristol years and years and years ago. It says Alexander McQueen, and it is a cuff, and you can see it's got a couple of Swarovski crystals in his eyes, and I love this. I really do. I would actually wear this one day to day, just to remind people that, you know, I'm cool. Oh, I can't do it up now. Please hold. Ah, there we go. That's how it looks on. So I think with a sort of kind of elegant, oh, I've got fluff on me. Ah! So with an elegant sort of cocktail dress and a nice cuff, statement ring. Don't really need much in the way of earrings, maybe just a tiny little thing around the neck, something subtle, and yeah, I love it. I think it looks fantastic. Doo, doo, doo. Sticking with Alexander McQueen, I have this double wrap bracelet, which was a gift from my husband. It has similar gold tone metal. It's got a skull with a couple of Swarovski crystals in, and there's a little disc sitting behind him. On the back of the disc it has Alexander McQueen, and it's a double wrap bracelet. I won't do it up because it's a little bit fiddly. There we go. So I do like a thing about black leather and gold skulls. I wore this to work a lot, but I found I kept clanging clack 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 on the desk as I was typing, so I stopped wearing it for work and now only wear it occasionally. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I see costume jewellery as something that is generally bought for a specific purpose, and the neck pieces were from Swarovski, and they were bought when a husband and I were going on our honeymoon, which was on a cruise. My mum and stepdad have been on lots and lots of cruises, and they were saying about how there's always, depending on how long the cruise is, there'll be 1 or 2 black tie, white tie dinner events, so big dresses, big gowns, big jewellery and everything. So I saw these pieces and I showed them to my husband and I said, what do you think about these for the cruise? I'll wear a nice dress and then these will be really kind of poppy and everything. And he knows me, he knows what I'm like about jewellery and stuff, so his first instinct was to laugh at me a little bit and say, what's the point? I mean, you're probably not going to wear them. So in an act of defiance, I went out and bought the earrings from the set myself. Look at the colours on those. Yes please. These are basically our wedding colours. Husband was in an electric blue suit and I was wearing hot pink hair. So I went and bought the earrings. I popped them on, showed them to him, and he felt a little bit guilty about teasing me about it. So he did go and buy me the necklace from the set. Look at that, isn't that fabulous? Now this is my go-to. Any kind of event. Okay, we'll just pretend that it's on. There we go. Instant zhuzh to any kind of, no matter how simple your evening frock, or I haven't actually worn it with like a v-neck t-shirt or something, but I might try that because it is rather beautiful. When we were on the cruise, they had a little Swarovski shop on there, and I found in that shop this sort of double wrap crystal beaded bracelet, which with silver hardware, which goes perfectly. So this is pretty much my ideal perfect set. I can wear them all together, or I can ditch the necklace if I've got a high neck top on or something like that, or a t-shirt or something, and I can just a little pop with the earrings. Absolutely gorgeous. These are probably the best costume jewellery pieces I have in terms of cost per wear, because I have really worn this whole set an absolute ton. When we went on another cruise, I thought I'm going to get another set to wear because I love that one so much, and I went to Swarovski again and I bought this gypsy style necklace. That's what it was called. So it's got a nice little bit of shimmery movement to it. It's on a hard base there, and I wore it once. I bought the matching earrings as well, which had lots of long dangly bits on, but I have since sold those, and I wore it once on the cruise and I've never worn it again. I don't particularly like how it looks on me. Love the style on other people, don't particularly like it on me. I just feel I need it to be a little bit longer for me. Yeah, I'm still not loving it. It's funny, isn't it? The things that you like and then you try them and you think, nah, I can't get it off now. You see, I'm not very good at this. I don't get much practice in doing things up and taking them off again. Oh, can you help me? Got it. So yeah, I think I'm going to, messed with my hair. I think I'm going to sell this one. Bye bye. Ooh, I forgot about this. I already had one of these double wrap bracelets from Swarovski in black with gold hardware, which also looks really good with the Biba earrings. Also on a cruise ship we found this Swarovski ring. Now the main thing about these Swarovski rings is they actually fit. The small sizes actually fit me. I've got surprisingly tiny fingers, so I picked this one up on the cruise ship as well. It's a sort of pave in a rose gold, kind of rose gold setting. I don't have any other rose gold, so it probably wasn't a great idea, but the pave kind of disguises the fact that you can see it's goldish colour, but it's more kind of nakedy nudie colour. So I'll pop that on every once in a while as well. Two gorgeous, very different costume rings from Swarovski. The one thing they do have in common is they're pretty chunky, and I do like a chunky ring. Next up is a Vivienne Westwood necklace that I received as a gift on my birthday a few years ago, and here she is, black skull and crossbones in a black metal with lots of little crystals in it. Now it's quite a good length on this. This should be my perfect piece of costume jewellery. I love black, I love skulls, but I don't think I've ever worn it. So it's probably a good indicator that if someone likes skulls, they probably don't like everything skulls. I like leopard print, but I don't like every leopard print, and I don't like everything in leopard print. Just watched a really good video by Chase Amy about the luxury handbags that she regrets, and she picks up on things like, just because you like a certain colour out in the real world doesn't mean you'll like a bag or a piece of jewellery or something like that in that colour. Just because you like a motif or something in this particular case doesn't mean you're going to like it on everything. So I think this, I'm going to come up with a little bit of a checklist. Next up is a pair of earrings that I actually put on my Christmas wish list a few years ago, and husband obliged and bought them for me. They're these beautiful Swarovski studs with the this kind of back piece. I don't know what you call it, but you pop it on behind the earring, behind your ear, and then you pop the whatever this is called. So you can wear them just as a stud, which look pretty cute, or you pop that bit on the back. Really, really gorgeous earrings. Definitely should wear these more, because these are just a little pop of something exciting rather than the full-on. I forget the name of the designer of these earrings, but one of my best friends gave me this pair of fabulously colourful earrings for my birthday a few years ago. These are great. I really, really enjoy these. Again, I need to get into the habit of wearing costume jewellery more often. These are great with things like just jeans and a white t-shirt. Now, if you're from the UK, you'll be familiar with the long-running soap EastEnders and the classic character Pat Butcher. Now, you may think these earrings are a little bit Pat Butcher, but I love them. Everyone needs a little bit of Pat Butcher bling in their life. And I'll do the next two together because they are the same brand, and I popped them on my wish list for my birthday and Christmas a few years ago because I really, really struggled, and people were saying, look, we want to buy you something that you would like. You know, I don't want a huge amount, I don't need a huge amount, but I thought these were really, really cute. These are enamel and gold metal bangles, and they are by a company I found at Liberty, I believe, Liberty of London, called Halcyon. I don't know much about them. It looks like they've been around for a while. Halcyon Days, it says. They look really cute, stacked. I've got one with blue enamel with the red hearts, and then black with stars, because I also like stars. They do look quite cute. Oh, maybe I have to start wearing these as well. This is a really good journey of discovery, but it's also kind of annoyed me a little bit why I haven't actually already been doing this. The final piece of costume jewellery, we're going back to the beautiful, beautiful Alexander McQueen. It is a friendship bracelet. It has this big piece of silver metal with Alexander McQueen stamped on it, and then round the sides it's got two skulls on each side which can move around, and then the clasp is this kind of ruby red crystal surrounded by little baby white crystals. And husband gave me this on our third wedding anniversary, because third wedding anniversary is leather. So this is a sort of wax coated leather. Beautiful, love it. I need to be less impatient. I need to have a bit more patience, spend a bit more time in actually putting jewellery on and taking jewellery off. The only jewellery I take off at the end of the day is my watch and my engagement ring, pretty much. Other than that, it kind of stays on. I'm going to make a concerted effort. Yes. These are all too pretty just to sit in a drawer. I have to make a concerted effort to use some of these glorious pieces on a day-to-day basis and not just special occasions when the real bling comes out. I feel like I'm making a lot of buy-sell decisions during this video. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe I'm due a bit of a clear out of some of these items that I don't use and making way for some items that I will use. Maybe. If you saw my wishlist 2020 video, which I can also link, you will know that I have a piece of costume jewellery on my wishlist, and that's the Gucci brooch, the double G surrounded by crystals brooch, and I really just want to wear it on my denim jacket. Maybe it's like a collar thing on a shirt. I'll give that a go. I've got to say, doing this video has made me feel a little bit QVC, a little bit shopping channel-y, and I can't say I disliked it. And that brings us to the end of my costume jewellery collection. I hope you enjoyed some of the pieces. Let me know what you think of them. Let me know what's your go-to costume jewellery. I am not yet in the realm of Chanel and things like that, but never say never. So if you enjoyed this video and if it's helped pass the time for you, then give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button, ring my bell, and I will see you for the next one. In the meantime, stay fan-dabby-dozy, stay safe, stay at home, look after yourselves, love each other, be kind. Bye-bye!